Okay, first of all, we need to be aware that each of us has the right to be online, to be ourselves, and to be safe online.
We need to have passwords on every single one of your devices. You'll be shocked how many people don't have passwords.
When you're on social media, you go anonymous. No one will really know that this is the kind of the person you're communicating to.
So one of the things that I always advise people to do, especially if you have an aggressor online that you don't know, you can just do it, block them, you know.
And just from the get-go, that basic step, you're putting yourself at risk, because whoever opens up the account for you remains with your credentials. And it's rare that we think about changing the credentials after we open up the account.
What are some of the tools, a woman can employ to ensure they're protecting their space online?
I think just starting with basics. If you're creating an account, because most times we enlist the help of other people to open up our accounts. So it doesn't matter if it's a Facebook account, if you're setting up WhatsApp. So we either enlist the help of our brothers, because society thinks men are more tech savvy than women. Unless someone truly knows that you're tech savvy, they won't approach you to help them with such things. And just from the get-go, that basic step, you're putting yourself at risk, because whoever opens up the account for you remains with your credentials. And it's rare that we think about changing the credentials after we open up the account. We are so quick to just get into WhatsApp, get into Facebook, get into what? So that, starting from that point, if you're unable to, if you need help with opening up your account, ensure that you are present every step of the other person is taking, so that you know what to do in case of anything.
And on your laptop, I really need women to set their settings, their display settings. So you got the display settings, and make sure that your laptop is going to go to sleep after a short amount of time if you haven't used it. That if you close the lid, the power will sleep or it will shut down. So just those basic settings. Then I would also recommend not using the same password for each account. Yes, using a different password for every account. Yeah, you need to be taking notes. Different password for every account. Changing your passwords every 3 months. So how do you keep track of all of these passwords? So you just look for something, Google a password manager. So honestly, passwords and something called two-step verifications are the first line of defense.
Women share their passwords a lot, especially with their partners or with their family members. Even if it's a password to your phone or a password to your laptop or a password to any of your online accounts, it should only be you who knows it. So don't share your passwords, because I know I've spoken to very many women who say, oh, but my partner doesn't feel comfortable if my phone has a password on it, or if they are not aware of the password. But no, it's a mobile device, it's yours. It's a private device, it's yours. I'm not saying do shady things, but that privacy should be respected. So women should first and foremost agitate for their own privacy with their personal devices.
So two-step verification is how you prevent anyone from accessing your online accounts unless they have your phone physically in their hand. So that would be two of the ways. Another one is to be deliberate about what I call your online ecosystem. Who are you following and why are you following them? If you're following people who make you feel anxious, who make you feel insecure, who make you feel bad, then just don't follow them. You have a choice. You can also take the drastic step that I'm taking, which is just unfriending anyone I don't know on Facebook. Leave behind the popular culture of gathering followers and subscribers. Make a choice if you're ready to deal with the side effect of having very many followers, because it's hard for you to be abused by people you know directly. So someone that you know is going to say, Lindsay, I didn't appreciate it when you said this, But someone that you don't know will say, Lindsay, go to the devil with you and your ideas. There's just a difference in how the approach is. So if you limit it to who you know, then the chances of you being attacked for no reason, far by all those annoying trolls, it reduces greatly. So just be deliberate about your ecosystem and study it. Study your online ecosystem, yes.
Yeah, so to the women, for me, the first and foremost tip, regardless of setting up all these tools, you yourself, like, even if you've set up two-factor authentication, right, there's always going to be a day where you're going to get backlash. And so you should always be prepared. And that doesn't mean that you're not good enough. You get, like, you have to grow thick skin, you know, and be ready for whatever comes. And just stand by what you have posted and never apologize. Because the moment you apologize, the other person feels like, okay, now that is a line of weakness I can use. Exactly. So never, ever, ever apologize for whatever. Post it, own it. You've posted yourself with your butts out, own your beautiful bums. Do not apologize. And yeah, so for me, I think that is like the most important thing for me, because most times if you build up a strong front, the rest, you know, yes.
My advice to the women outside there is just to encourage you, while you're online, or you're making any communication, ensure that you do it securely, ensure that you're communicating on a secure platform, and let's see how best we can support each other to ensure that all those women, even those ones at the grassroots, they're empowered to be able to communicate effectively without fear that you're going to be your information you're going to put outside there will put you into problems.
Yeah, it goes a long way, because I know we're talking about online violence, but I would love to bring in this notion of technology-assisted violence. So online violence happens online. Technology-assisted violence happens with the help of technology. So it could be a simple thing of my partner checking my phone and probably finding stuff that they don't understand, and it turns into a physical fight. So it's not necessarily online violence, but it is violence that has happened as a result of our online activities. So even tech-assisted violence is affecting women disproportionately so much because of our online activities. And it comes with the first process of that happening is not taking stock of our privacy and like being in our private spaces and having our privacy respected. Yeah.